Welcome to what will be the greatest Let's Play this channel has ever known. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Gates to Infinity. Hey Slayers, I'm the one and only world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Gates to Infinity. This right here. Okay, I'm already crying. I ain't even started playing the game yet. This is the greatest game in the series, like by far. This is it. This is the peak of this is the peak of games right here. This is my second favorite game of all time. It is phenomenal. It is the greatest. It is like I there are like two games. I think three games I tie for the greatest story of all time, like tie wise, and that's Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, Judgment 1, like the first Judgment, and Red Dead Redemption 1. Those three games are like the greatest story games ever written. And today we're starting with Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. Um, this is gonna follow the exact same format that Explorers of Darkness did. It's gonna follow that exact same format. So Marvin's action-packed editing style, but this time it's gonna be edited by Matthew and not me. So I'm ready to get right into this. This is long overdue. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh, here we go, boys! I'm so excited. Well, where am I? Is this a dream? Am I dreaming? Oh, what was that? I'm sure of it. That was definitely a voice. Someone is calling to me. You. You who can now hear my voice. Might you be a human? If you are, then please listen to my plea. I want you to save the Pokemon world. We need your help. Oh, oh no. Oh no, that poor little Pokemon. Oh no, that poor little Pokemon. I guess we gotta save her. I guess we gotta save her, boys. That poor little Pokemon. What? What was that just now? What could it mean? Those Pokemon. I don't know, but I guess I'm a human. And now there's something fuzzy, huh? Wait, that blurry reflection. Could that be me? Nah. What now? My reflection is wavered and then shifted. Almost as if I changed somehow. Okay, so this is the first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game where you get to select your own character. This, to some people, this might not sound that groundbreaking, especially if you played the newer games in the series like Super Mystery Dungeon and Rescue Team DX. But to a veteran like myself, when this game first came out, this was groundbreaking. So I'm gonna pick Tepig since that's my favorite to play as in this game. I I look like I look like Tepig. I knew it. I really did turn into Tepig. Huh? What's that light? I don't know why, but I feel as if that voice is calling for help. I feel like it came from there. Didn't that voice say something about saving the Pokemon world? It's always save. Why do I always got to be the one to save the Pokemon world? Oh, dude, this looks so sick. This game, y'all don't even know when this game came out. The visuals were crazy. No, I'm not gonna lie. This is the back rooms before the back rooms because it's over, bro. It's so over. It's done. Yeah, I'm dead. Weep. I remember there being a thud when I hit the ground, but I guess there was just a little weep. Ow! Everything's spinning. Can't see. Huh, hey, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Come on. Someone's calling to me. But who could it be? Ah, I can almost make out a figure. Is that? Okay, so you also get to pick your partner in this game, and usually I would go with Pikachu, but I'm not going to go with Pikachu this time. I'm actually going to go with Oshawott just to make it a little fun and interesting. I went with a water type last game, didn't I? Should we make this super interesting and go Snivy? I say we go Snivy. I've never done this before. I've never done this combo, but we're gonna go Snivy, okay? Hey, you're awake. You okay? What? A Pokemon? A Pokemon is talking to me? You sure you aren't hurt or anything? That's right. I got turned into a Pokemon, so I guess I can understand other Pokemon now. Does it hurt anywhere? Can you hear me? Really? Woo, that's a relief. You know, you fell straight out of the sky, right? Oh my god, the soundtrack! The soundtrack is just, I love this song so much. Oh, I love this game. I'm sorry, peak nostalgia. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I play way too. You know how I am with Mystery Dungeon games. So funny. I freaking love this game. Out of the sky. Best soundtrack, by the way. I'm sorry, best soundtrack. Period. Clears. I don't care what no one else's opinion is. This game soundtrack clears. Period. Right. Yeah, I think there was some kind of light. Then I think I fell for a long time. Boy, are you lucky or what? You haven't got a single scratch after falling all that way. That's fantastic. I'm Snivy, by the way, which makes no sense. How am I not dead? Like, you saw how far I fell. How am I not dead? It breaks the rules of, like, physics and about everything else. It's crazy. What about you? What's your name? My name? That's right, my name is Marvin. Your name's Marvin, huh? Well, nice to meet you. But where'd you come from, Marvin? Did you not just see me fall out of the sky, you idiot? Like, can we get a quick flashback to when I just came falling out of the sky? No! I don't understand it. Well, I mean, I know you came from the sky just now. Oh, well, I guess he knows. But I haven't seen you around here before. So I was asking where you're originally from, where your home is. Of course, it's pretty mysterious how you fell out of the sky like that. But you can't tell me you actually live up there, right? Oh, wow, because stranger things have not happened. Stranger things? No, okay, but stranger things have not happened in the Pokemon world. Wow, crazy. Huh, well, I suppose not. But even if I say I came from the other side of the sky, it's not like anyone would believe me. Not anyone normal. By the way, I should probably go ahead and clarify this now. Your character talks a lot more in this game than he did in previous games. I mean, he always talked, but I feel like his talk is a lot more active in this game than it usually is. If there was at least some sort of hole in the sky or something, but I don't want to lie either. I guess I'll just have to go ahead and spill the beans. What? You were actually a human, and you got turned into a Pokemon because of some voice was crying for help? So you fell straight out of the human world and into this one? I always love to do that, like, super speed, like as though that's how he was actually talking. I guess it was too much to hope anyone would believe me. Look at the facial expressions in this game. Fire. All right, got it.
That was easy.
Oh my god. You know what? I thought M was bad last game. I thought he was bad last game. But no, we're gonna have ourselves another just like idiot fool in this game who just believes any crazy thing they're told. Imagine I walked up to you on the street and said, Hey, guess what, guys? Guess what? I'm actually from outer space. Would you believe me? No, you wouldn't believe me. You'd say I'm crazy and probably on drugs. Alright, got it. I believe you. I believe your story, Marvin. What? Just like that? Without any proof or anything? Sure, I know it's a pretty fantastic story to believe. Humans don't exist anywhere except in fairy tales, or that's what I always thought. And it seems totally impossible that a human could just turn into a Pokemon and fall out of the sky one day. But you know what I think? There are lots of mysteries in this world. Well, at least he remembers my earlier point about there being like a lot of mysterious stuff in the Pokemon world. So this is nothing new. But the truth is that maybe those things aren't really all that mysterious at all. Maybe they're just things I don't know about yet. And that's why they seem mysterious. Wow, that's pretty open-minded. That's why I want to learn about all kinds of things and see all kinds of things. I want to meet mythical Pokemon that no one else has ever seen. I want to explore ancient ruins and deep caves. And more than anything, I want to have an adventure. How is there just always a random Pokemon in all of these games that just wants to have an adventure, and we just happen to be the ones to meet them every single time? That's right, I want to be an adventurer, and that's exactly why I traveled all the way here to Arg, I forgot the most important meeting of my life. I've got to get there ASAP. But the path ahead looks really tough. It'll be hard to make it through alone. And you made it this far alone? Arg, what should I do? That's it. Marvin, please. I always wondered, right? How is it these guys travel around the world if there's so many mystery dungeons everywhere, right? How do you get anywhere if you're scared to go by yourself now? Will you come with me on the path ahead? My journey is so close to being over, and everything I want is so near. But if I don't hurry, I might not make it in time. I'm really not sure if I'll be able to make it through on my own. God, there's no more time to explain. Just come with me, okay? Bro, I'm being physically assaulted. What? I just got physically assaulted. Ragged Mountain, western entrance. Oh, man, Ragged Mountain, bro. This is such, oh, man, so peak. I'm telling you, best soundtrack in the game. Oh, the nostalgia. The nostalgia is just, oh, it's eating me, man. I had this game day one. Wow, it's beautiful. It's just bursting with nature here. This way, Marvin. Come on, hurry. And this game might not seem that impressive to like modern day audiences, but when this game came out, it was something unheard of. This looked insane. It looked so beautiful. Huh? The bridge has collapsed. What am I gonna do? How am I supposed to get there now? Ah! Looks like there's no choice but to try going through there. Let's go, Marvin. Ragged Mountain Western Cave. So, boys, we're in the gameplay. And I'm going to explain it real quick and kind of do things a little bit differently than I did before. How this kind of works is it's very similar to the previous games. You got all your moves. Everyone takes turns moving around. But the most famous thing about Gates to Infinity, other than the fact that it has the best story, is that by far it is the easiest game in the series. You start with 50 health, by the way. I'm immediately starting with 50 health. Level 7 right off the bat, dog. It is ridiculous how easy and stupid this game is. It's so easy. But, guys, what's going to change is, in this game, there are two types of dungeon modes. There is an outer dungeon and an inner dungeon. And the outer dungeons kind of function a little bit differently than the inner dungeons in that you don't fight enemies the exact same way you fight them in the main dungeon. So, like, when we were at Ragged Mountain, when we were at the western entrance, that is an outer part of a dungeon, which is different from the main dungeon. Look, usually before how I used to do it was I'd do a montage every... I'd do the first floor of every dungeon and do a montage. I'm not going to do that in this game. I'm just going to go straight into the montage. And obviously, when I'm doing the montage, you'll hear the music for the stage that I'm currently playing. In this case, the music you'll be hearing is Ragged Mountain. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the montage in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, boys, so here we go. I wanted to show you guys temporarily. We're going to, take a break from the montage for 1 second. So I can show you what the outer areas of the dungeons look like. So they work a bit more like overworld areas in the game, like a town or something would usually work. And that there are enemies sometimes out here, but they don't really work the same way the inside of dungeons do. It's quite an interesting way to go about things. And so they kind of still work like dungeons, but you can't use moves right here because battles kind of work more like, you know how I can describe it? In normal dungeons, battles work like a dungeon crawler. But in the outer areas, like this one right here, dungeons kind of work more like, the battles kind of work more like turn-based battles. So you go up to an enemy, you touch it, and then you kind of get into a turn-based type of mode. That's kind of how it works here. But otherwise, there's nothing really too different. The same music still plays. Running is a little bit different. The animations are just a little bit different, and they're less turn-based. There's no, like I said, turn-based stuff out here. It's, there is no turns. It's just free movement out here in these open areas, which is really cool, but they're very small and kind of just few in the game, but whatever, you kind of get the point. Either way, back to the montage. Ha, we did it! I'm finally here. I finally made it. I couldn't have done it without you, Marvin. I really owe you one. Now, I've got to hurry. I'm pretty sure the letter said it was this way. I love how I'm just still following him. I would have been gone, but I guess I really don't know what else to do in this world. So, except enter into a barren wasteland desert for some reason. I'm sorry, but this is all so nostalgic to me. Thank goodness you are still here. Phew. Quagsire. I'm Quagsire. I'm the one who manages the land around here. Is it you then? You're Snivy. I always like to think that Quagsire had like a really slow voice. Yeah, we're bringing voices back for this. You don't like it? Boo-hoo. We're bringing voices back. So, let me get if just like my Wigglytuff voice. I don't know if I did that right. But just like my Wigglytuff voice, I gotta get into my Quagsire voice. So it goes, let's go. Is it you then? You're Snivy. Yep, that's me. I thought so. Thanks for coming so far. It seems that waiting here was worth it after all. I've been standing around here by myself. And yes, I'm gonna do that every time. But it was so boring that I was thinking of heading home soon. I don't know why he does that, but like when I was a kid, I thought that stuff was the funniest crap in the world, man. But now that you were here, but now that you are here, are you really sure about this? It's really desolate, and there's nothing here. And worst of all, the mystery dungeons are really taking over in this area. You can't count on anything going as expected in this kind of place. I know. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. In fact, I bought the P with me. That's right, boys. P has returned. Or as I like to call it, Pokey. Pokey has that's what it's called. Pokey has returned. You are sure you won't regret this? Then here you go. You're indeed. Snivy bought the land from Quagsire. By the way, I won't actually do the every time. I will do it sometimes because it's really funny, but I'll try not to do it every time because it will get repetitive. Unless you guys want me to do it every time. Put down in the comments if you want me to do the Just write and whatever comment you write, just write and I'll make sure to know to do the every single time. This land now belongs to you. You can do whatever you'd like with it. Bro just dipped. Yeah, alright. From this day forth, this is gonna be my paradise. So, sorry for getting all worked up by myself. You remember how I said I want to learn all kinds of things and see all kinds of things? To be an adventurer, right? This right here is the starting point for making all that come true. My dream is to make a paradise for us all. A Pokemon paradise. A Pokemon paradise? Yeah! I'm gonna make this the kind of paradise you could only dream about. The mystery dungeons are spreading around here. You never know what might happen on land like this. There are a lot of Pokemon who hate that kind of uncertainty. But to me, it just means an exciting adventure could sprout up at any time. I'm going to have all kinds of adventures and find lots of other Pokemon like me. And then when we work hard together, we'll be able to live the kind of life that'll really make you feel alive. A real paradise. That's my dream. I've been saving up all my Poke just for that. And now I've found the perfect land. Well, really, it's more like everyone everywhere else was just too expensive. Dang, bro. Bro just gave us an outlook on real life. What a bummer. So I didn't have much of a choice. This game was predicting the future. This game was predicting the future housing and land crisis in America. Crazy work. But this is going to be the start of all my dreams. Wow, so Snivy has those kinds of big dreams, huh? It's sure it's nice to have a dream. Just hearing him talk about it is enough to make me excited too. So, Marvin, what are you going to do now? Do you have somewhere to go? Listen, if you don't have anywhere to go, why not consider helping me out? How about you help me make my paradise, Marvin? I love, right, how all these guys just come up to me. They're freaking weirdos, or maybe I'm the weirdo, but you all just come up to me and go, hey, wanna spend the rest of our lives together and hang out and do whatever, whether that be become an explorer, become an adventurer, become a rescue team, something, man, come on. What? There's no way I can do it all by myself. So I've been planning to get more Pokemon to join me over time anyway. What do you think, Marvin? Will you help me out?
No.
What should I do? I'm still kind of worried about that cry for help that I heard, but it's not like I have any more clues about what it meant now, and I don't have anywhere else to go, so then maybe I really should just stay with Snivy for the time being. If I'm lucky, maybe along the way I'll figure out what it is I should do. Alright. Something that kind of bumps me out is I love the joke choices that you got in Explorers of Darkness, Time and Sky, and those are kind of not, those are few and far between here. In fact, I can't remember off the top of my head if there's any at all, but I always just thought those were kind of funny. I enjoyed saying no. Really? You are really going to help me out? Yes! Thanks, Marvin! We're going to be great friends. We'll be a great team. So, Marvin, now that we're officially friends and all, if you want to give me a nickname, well, that would be okay. I love the way that, like, they introduce, right? I love the way they go about the nickname in this game specifically, right? Because it implies that all Pokemon just go by whatever their Pokemon name is, right? Which is really funny because they all actually do just go by whatever their Pokemon name is. But the funniest thing about that is, what if there's multiple of that Pokemon? So is every Snivy just called Snivy until you give that person a nickname? I find that really funny because I have a name and he asked me my name, right? So why did he ask me my name if, you know what, let's move past it. What do you think? You got something? Yes, I do. There's only one thing he could be called, and you all know exactly what it is. Come on now. It never changes. Our boy M! But unlike the last M who sucked and I hate him,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This M is the greatest M of all time, and I love him. M! Alright then, M it is. Call me M from now on. That's it. I'm going to have everyone else call me that from now on too. Crazy work, by the way. Crazy work. Imagine you walk up to someone. You're like, hey, my name is Marvin. But you know what? Even though I've gone by that name my whole life, I want you to give me a nickname, and now everyone else can just call me that too. Isn't that kind of how nicknames work? I guess that is kind of how nicknames work. You know what? He's got a point. I'm definitely going to make my dreams come true. Just you watch. Sheesh, when M acts that happy, I can't help feeling like I made the right choice. But still, I can't believe I got turned into an actual Pokemon. Look at him back there. This is why you never do drugs, by the way. Look at him back there just going crazy.
Because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
It all started when I heard that voice in my dream. And the next thing I noticed, my body had been transformed. That's right. I wonder if that poor Pokemon I heard is alright. How could I forget her? I've got to help her somehow. But how? All I have now are questions without answers. I don't even know for sure if I came to this world to save that Pokemon. And besides, staying here with M, that sure seems like it will lead to a lot of adventures. I feel like something great is waiting in store for me. Marvin, let's do our best together. I know there's nothing here now, but this is it! This is the place! This is going to be our paradise! Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. So, we've been transformed into a Pokemon. We found our partner M. We've seen a mysterious Pokemon get chased. I wonder who it is. And what's so important about this Quagsire fellow? Find out in the next episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity.